Greetings YouTube world. Well, today I've got two quick reviews. Now, none of these are brand new models, but they represent firsts for me. Now, as you can see by the box in the background, I have acquired my first Oxford Rail product. It's a simple wagon, but I thought I'd give it a go to see what it looks like. Got it from my local shop, Gauge Master, the engine shed at Ford in West Sussex, and the price was very reasonable. So let's bring in the shunting engine with the wagon. So there we have a Bang Furlong and Mains Collieries of Wigan coal wagon. Nothing extraordinary there, you wouldn't think, but I thought it would be interesting to compare and see what this relatively new to the model railway fraternity anyway, manufacturer, offers. So I'm going to send the shunter off to grab another wagon of a similar type. And so there we have a Bachmann wagon of the same sort of size and type for comparison. Now we'll take up some closer views and have a little look. Straight away we can see with the new wagon from Oxford Rail that the detail has been done very well indeed. Extremely crisp, and you can read everything as if I could see properly. Let's see what the camera reveals here. I do like the white walled tyres, not sure how authentic that was, but quite a lot of pride was shown by these private owner wagons. So let's just pull the Bachmann wagon into view. As you can see, details are very similar, as you might expect, because they're a similar type of wagon. And I'm now going to move the camera in really close and we'll get some good close-up views. Okay, this is about as close as I can get with the video camera, and I'm just focusing on that maker's plate. Now, as far as I can see at the moment, it looks like the Ince Company wagon builders of 1896, so that's rather a good detail, and quite amazing that they've applied such a tiny I mean, look at that's the size of my thumb. They've applied that so well with such tiny lettering. So we'll just have a look underneath the wagon and see what we've got. Well, as you can see, standard NEM couplings, which is the same as most modern suppliers now, with the Oxford emblem there, and a good level of detail underneath the wagon, not often seen I suppose on many railways, even down to the springs, simulated springs there on the buffers. So pretty good. Turning to the inside now, we afford to zoom back a little bit. Again, you've got the trap doors in the bottom, nicely done planking. What can you say about a wagon other than that's really nice, probably worth the £8.95 that I paid for it, and more than comparable with these items that are currently available on the market. So that's a wagon review even. Never thought I'd do one of those, but that's my first Oxford Rail product, and let's hope it won't be the last. Now I'm going to move on to something altogether different. So here we have the very impressive Hornby 2 Hell. It's a 1938 Southern Electric, but in British Railways livery. Now again, the detail on this is remarkable. I was highly impressed with the Hornby 2 build. So if we just gently run her through with the camera on close up, you'll see what I mean. Now, I apologise for the grinding motor noises because I'm currently running on a very low feedback setting. Doesn't really need it, but it's the only handheld controller I've got. So you're looking at the corridor side at the moment. You've got first class stickers there on the windows. Beautifully done numbering. And then we come on to the compartment. Famous compartments that they were. No smoking ones there in front of you. And then we just slide by for the rear cab. Nicely done, guards van. And read everything that's written there. Now what I'll do is just reposition the camera because I want to show you the underframes. So I've just pulled her forward slightly. Now straight away you can see the pickup shoe there underneath the shoe beam and the shoe fuse above it. This was a large strip of metal with a cutout in the middle that would blow on occasions and protect the rest of the unit's electrics. So let's move her slowly forward. They've done a lovely job, haven't they? There's no doubt about it. And now we're at the rear again. A little bit more austere than the 2-bill. The Hals were a development of the 2-bill, slightly less luxurious. Only one toilet per unit, and you had to be in the right coach because there was obviously no corridor connection. But what I want to do now is turn her around because the other side is obviously not the same, just like on the 2-bill. Okay, so I've turned her around. Now straight away we're at the motor coach. Let's move her forward again. There we have the shoe fuse and more fuses. Now then, at one time I could have told you without referring to any books what these were, but I would say that this one could be the equipment fuse, power train line, and I can't remember. Dreadful, isn't it? This electric man who's learnt 2 houses de-icing units, so I would have known. What I'll do is I'll look them up and tell you later. Ooh, very important there. Let's just bring her back. There's the loo. Notice it's in the first class. Just a word about the actual pickup shoes. Now you can see it's hovering just above my third rail section there, but it reaches over and above it. So you do have to be aware, because it hangs down quite low, that if you've got anything sticking up near your track, it could catch on it, and I would imagine snap off quite easily. And there we have the front end. The head codes are supplied by Hornby, and they're the usual stencil type, which is correct for this type of train, and I shall be fitting them later on, just as soon as I work out what routes I want. But a lovely model, I think you would agree. Now the final thing I want to show you is the roof detail, and then that will conclude this video. So here we are looking down as if on a footbridge over a railway line. Now first thing to note is she's got horns, air horns. Earlier units would have had a whistle just like the 2-bill. We've got the periscopes here and here, which was used by the guard to look back across the top of the train, make sure everything was in good order. And then we've got the roof vents and all the wires and connectors and cables, passenger communicators, all faithfully represented, which is rather marvellous. I do like these Hornby electric units. The only thing I wish they would do is consider having head code lights. There we go. Can't have everything, I suppose. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Hornby 2 Hal, and you will see her starring alongside a number of other electrics in a video that's going to be coming very soon on this channel. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Oh, just as an end piece, do you know what? I'm not going to look up the details of those fuses, because I'm sure somebody will be able to tell us what they all were in the comments below this video. Cheers then.